Might need you to unmute, my love.
How about now? Is that better or no? Should I try something?
Nope, we hear ya and we see ya. Thank you.
All right. So, welcome to another night in the Global Village. This is our 70th hafla. We've been doing haflas for almost 2 years now, and this is our 70th today or tonight, depending on where you are. So, we're really proud about that. We've had a great team. We've had a lot of great dancers from all over the world. It's been an awesome run. We have some more haflas lined up. We have next week on April 2nd, we have a big one that we are co-sponsoring with Nefabit, and that is a fundraiser for Ukraine. And so we really hope you join us for that. We've got some special guests lined up. Nefabit did a great job with this lineup, and it'll be a great show. So be sure to join us on April 2nd. We also have another hafla on April 16th, which is going to be live in the Global Village, and then we have another one on April 30th. I believe we just probably inadvertently set up a live in the Global Village for May, and so we'll be looking at what else we might be doing in May as well. So with that, I want to welcome everybody. Tonight is pretty exciting, another exciting evening or afternoon. It's evening for me. I'm on Eastern Standard Time. So I want to thank my beautiful hostesses, Hassani and Yelena, for their wonderful tech work and running the show tonight behind the scenes and emceeing. And so appreciate their hard work and dedication to making this happen. And then we've got some fabulous dancers. I'm really excited that we have some dancers that have been with us for a while, as well as dancers we haven't seen in a while, and some dancers we've never seen in the village before. So this is going to be a great lineup of fabulous performances. We got a little bit of a live drumming going on in one of the performances, and I'm excited to have them back. And so it's going to be another great hafla, and we're really glad that you're with us. And let's see, what else do I need to mention? I think that's about it. I think we're ready to go. We're on YouTube. We're not on Facebook anymore. So we're streaming on our YouTube channel, Night in the Global Village. We have our own YouTube channel. That link is posted, as well as our Zoom link is posted on our Facebook page and event page. And we'll be streaming, like I say, on Zoom and YouTube. So we hope you're enjoying on either format. And we will also you can catch our show after the fact as well on our channel. So with that, I will turn it over to the lovely hostesses, Hassani and Yelena, and get this show on the road. So welcome to the Night in the Global Village.
Hi, I'm Hassani, and it is going to be my pleasure to introduce our lovely dancers for you tonight. So let's do that. Our first dancer tonight is Candelora. Candelora is the light in your darkness, a sassy siren who craves adventure and invites her audience to join her. Candelora has studied fusion belly dance along with other various dance styles the last 11 years, as well as other movement arts for most of her life, with a variety of celebrated dancers and instructors. Candelora thrives on out-of-the-box choreography, taking experimental risks with her dancing, often including props of many abundant styles, favoring her sword. Above all, Candelora studies the fire arts, including fire manipulation and fire prop work. As a fusion artist would, she often marries fire and belly dance. She's an instructor for fusion belly dance, and she's delighted to share her love and knowledge of movement. She performs around the Midwest with aspirations of the entire world. You can find her doing solo work all over, also on Two on Point, her fire acrobalance dance duo, as well as the well-known Fandazzi Fire Circus, Wicked Wenches Parody Troupe, oh I love that, Steel Stilettos, and anywhere there is dancing to be done. So please welcome Candelora. Joining us from the Midwest, that was Candelora. Our next dancer tonight is Suzanne. Suzanne tells a story every time she dances. The music knows the words. When we dance, we read them aloud. This is our special gift to you. So please welcome Susanna. That was the lovely Suzanne. Our next performer tonight is a woman who I hold personally responsible for bringing great dance from all corners of the world to us for the last 2 years during quarantine. Our next dancer is Nazana. She's the organizer of the Night in the Global Village online haflas, which have been running for almost 2 years now. She performs a variety of styles and has been studying, performing, instructing, event producing, and writing articles and reviews for belly dance magazines for some time now. You can find her most current articles and reviews in Fanus magazine and the Belly Dance Chronicles. Please welcome our host, Nazana. That was the lovely Nizana. And if you've been enjoying Night in the Global Village for the past 2 years, I hope you will feel inspired to drop a donation. I saw that earlier in the chat there was a link for the donation. You can scroll back and find it, and hopefully somebody will drop it in the chat again. Please consider that. Our next performer tonight is Ning. Ning has been taking Middle Eastern dance for 6 years, and she's been taking classes from Dance Garden LA in the last 3 years. And she's had the chance to learn this beautiful dance from master instructors all over the world, thanks to Zoom classes. She appreciates the opportunity provided by Night in the Global Village to dance on the Zoom stage with all the wonderful dancers. So please welcome Ning. That was the lovely Ning, everyone. Our next performer tonight is Kashi. Kashi is very excited to be a team leader once again for Shimmy Mob, Gilbert, Arizona. The Shimmy Mob of Gilbert is doing this event to create awareness for the Sojourner Centers, which are domestic violence shelters, and the services they can provide. Anyone interested in supporting this worthwhile belly dance event should sign up at shimmymob, all one word, .com, and select the state, country, and city they wish to support. Registration closes on March 31st, so there's still time. The Shimmy Mob is a worldwide flash mob type of event, and it's so much fun. We're supporting a worthwhile cause, and we would love to have a few more dancers. What better excuse to learn how to belly dance? Thank you, Nizana, for this opportunity to get my message out and for providing so many dancers the opportunity to perform. I am honored to be dancing with so many talented dancers. We all have celestial dreams. Please welcome Kashi.
You wanna move? You wanna move?
From Arizona, that was the lovely Kashi. Our next dancer tonight is Katya. Katya started dancing in the late 1980s, living in South Florida, but originally from, whoops, we will fix that in just a minute. But originally from New York. She's performed in restaurants, nursing homes, festivals, and was co-producer of numerous library shows on Long Island. She hopes you enjoy her performance tonight, and as soon as we get the right person spotlighted, we will welcome Katya.
ערב של שושנים נצאנה אל הבוסתן מור בשמים ולבונה לרגלך מפתן ערב של שושנים נצאנה אל הבוסתן מור בשמים ולבונה לרגלך מפתן לילה יורד לאט ברוח שושן נושבה אהבה אלחש לך שיר בלט זמר של אהבה לילה יורד לאט ברוח שושן נושבה אהבה אלחש לך שיר בלט זמר של אהבה שחר הומה יונה ראשך מעלה צללים פיך הבוקר שושנה את תפני שחר הומה יונה ראשך מעלה צללים פיך הבוקר שושנה אכתבנו לי לילה יורד לאט ברוח שושן נושבה
That was the lovely Katya from Florida. And I should have turned off my answering machine before we started this. You're going to get to hear my message. Sorry. Our next dancer tonight, our next performers tonight, are Halameda and Michaelis of Tallahassee, Florida. Halameda is the director of both Troupe Arabesque and the Ma'o Oli dancers. They're co-owners of Halameda's Oasis. No awards, just hard work, stubborn, and love of the music of the Middle East. So please welcome Halameda and Michaelis. That was Halameda and Michaelis from Tallahassee, Florida. Our next dancer tonight is Maria. Maria started her studies in Middle Eastern dance 28 years ago. She's still as passionate about the dance as ever and enjoys learning and teaching about the music, the dance, and the culture. Teachers like Kyria Mazan continually inspire her to broaden her education in other dance forms. For tonight's show, she is excited to present a dance inspired by the Banat Mazan to the traditional song Raqs al-Hawanim. Maria is very grateful to the team that's been organizing these events for more than 2 years. So please welcome Maria.
Started in the middle. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay.
And I'd just like to pop on and encourage you to donate. That was the lovely Maria, everyone. Our next dancer tonight is Yelena. Yelena has loved dance all of her life and has found a lot of joy and fulfillment in belly dance. She is the Shimmy Mob leader in Spokane, Washington, and she organizes several in-person and online haflas. After lockdown started last year, online belly dance was one of the few ways to stay connected to the dance and to her friends. Yelena thanks Nizana, Hassani, and all the dancers and supporters of belly dance who join us today. So a few clicks here and we will welcome Yelena. One moment.
الدنيا ليل والنجوم طالعة تنورها نجوم تغير النجوم من حسن منظرها
الدنيا ليل والنجوم طالعة تنورها نجوم تغير النجوم من حسن منظرها يلي بدعتوا الفنون وفقدتوا أسرارها دنيا الفنون دي خميلة وانتوا أزهرها
والفن لحن القلوب يلعب بأوتارها والفن دنيا جميلة
وانتوا أنوارها
الدنيا ليل والنجوم طالعة تنورها نجوم تغير النجوم من حسن منظرها
يلي بدعتوا الفنون وفقدتوا أسرارها دنيا الفنون دي جميلة وانتوا أزهرها
والفن لحن القلوب يلعب بأوتارها والفن دنيا جميلة وانتوا أنوار.
That was the lovely Yelena pulling double duty tonight, not only as a dancer, but also as a fabulous behind the scenes button pusher. Yay, Yelena. Our next dancer tonight is Valentina. Valentina is extremely grateful to be dancing. Pardon me? Problem? Okay. Again, Valentina is extremely grateful to be dancing with a Night in the Global Village again. Due to the pandemic, opportunities to dance almost all but disappeared. She says, thanks to the suggestion of a fellow dancer who regularly, trying to find that sound, who regularly dances with Night in the Global Village, she volunteered to dance and now tries to dance at every opportunity available. Doing so allows her to venture out of her comfort zone by testing out various choreographies learned from other dancers and other teachers. She hopes that everyone enjoys what she presents tonight. Please welcome the lovely Valentina.
My apologies. That was not the right music. Let's start over. Go ahead and get back in place, and I'll play Ruby for you.
I gotcha. We're waiting for the recording to pick up again.
Yeah, I panicked and I stopped recording instead of. It's never
Okay, are we good? I'm not
See?
seeing recording on the main screen.
Oh, okay.
There you
All
go.
right, we're
Excellent.
back recording. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
We're good. We're good, everybody. That was the lovely Valentina. And let's bring up our next dancer. Our next dancer tonight is Carol. She's a performer from Chilliwack, British Columbia. She's been belly dancing for 11 years and she loves this wonderful art form. In addition to dancing, she also designs custom costumes under her page, Mystic Fire Designs. So please welcome Carol. That was the lovely Carol from British Columbia. Our next dancer tonight is Shaquila. She's an award-winning dancer from Boise, Idaho. She enjoys a wide variety of music and dance styles, but she's happiest when the veils are flying. She teaches belly dance and veil classes under the name Positive Valence, spelled V-E-I-L, Positive Valence Belly Dance, and believes you are never too old to experience the joy of dancing with brightly colored pieces of material. So please welcome Shaquila. That was the lovely Shaquila from Boise, Idaho. Our next dancer tonight is Azrakesh from Vancouver, Canada. She is a COVID-rusty hobbyist dancer who's been shaking her groove thing off and on for the last few decades. Gearing up for celestial dreams has been like learning to drive a stick again. Her hips don't lift like they used to, and her Ami gets an oh my for very different reasons now. But as we have the choice to do something in life or do nothing, Ozzy gratefully chooses this opportunity to do something, to continue to dance with joy and to share that joy whenever possible. Please welcome Azrakesh. That was the lovely Azrakesh from Vancouver, British Columbia. We have 3 more dancers tonight, so pace yourself, folks. Our next dancer tonight is Becca Baum. She's best known for her absolute love of everything sparkly and glittery. She's a certified instructor and partner studio of Fat Chance Belly Dance. She's the director of Looking Glass Collective, and she's a former member of Kamala Tribal. Becca Baum loves to share her passion of formations and movement, costuming, hair gardens, and makeup through workshops locally and nationally. You can find her all across social media as Becca Baum. So please welcome Becca Baum.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. But when I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I bowed my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. stay the same. But if you leave me to love another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, you really loved me, and no one else could come between. But now you left me to love another. You have shattered all my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
That was Becca Baum. Our next dancer tonight is Hayati. She's a dance instructor, choreographer, and event producer who offers online and in-person classes, and she performs in Buffalo, New York. She's trained in both traditional and fusion styles. She's the founder and creative director of The Kind Killers, as well as the co-founder of HipSys. She's thrilled to join this incredible lineup for the second time, and she's looking forward to more collaborations. Many thanks to Nizana and her co-hosts for making this event possible. Please welcome Hayati. Hayati, are you having problems with your video? Okay, too many buttons there. Here we are. From Buffalo, New York, that was the lovely Hayati. Our final dancer tonight is Nadia Kaiza. After seeing a belly dance performance at a cultural event, Nadia has been mesmerized by it. She began taking classes in 2015 in Toronto, focusing on Egyptian-style belly dance and Egyptian folklore. During her training, she was part of both a student troupe and a folkloric troupe, with which she's performed at dozens of cultural events throughout Toronto, including the Canadian National Exhibition. In 2020, she moved to Seattle for her day job, and she's excited to return back to performing. Please welcome Nadia.
That was fabulous. Thank you, Nadia. Beautiful. What a fabulous show. I think you would agree with me. That was some fabulous dancing, performing, variety. Wow, that was awesome. Made me feel so good. That was awesome. Perfect, perfect way to spend the time of the day or the evening, depending on what it is. Thank you so much for our lovely dancers, our fabulous co-hosts, Hassani and Yelena. And like I said, we have more shows coming up. Make sure you join us next Saturday on April the 2nd. We have our Dance for Ukraine show. We have a fabulous lineup then as well. We have 2 more haflas on April 16th and April 30th. And then you'll have to watch our Night in the Global Village page for when we're going to be doing May. So we're so glad that you joined us. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks to all of our fabulous dancers and co-hosts. And I think we're about wrapped and ready for our dancer group photo, unless my lovely co-host would like to say anything.
Thank you, everyone. It was lots of fun, great performances, and so nice to have everyone watching and supporting. So, everybody who was in on the Zoom meeting, even if you didn't dance, if you just want to come on and say hi for a sec, you are welcome to do that. And we will stop the live stream on YouTube and the recording and then take a selfie. Thanks, everyone. Okay. One moment.